Morning in the Lake District again. We just had an A400M over and 2 typhoons. So this morning, I'll say morning, it's now afternoon, we parked at the, not the Bridge Hotel, the other one, Buttermere Court Hotel. We were staying for a night. And we're now heading up Rannerdale Knotts. We've come really to have a look at the bluebells, which are supposed to be spectacular this time of year, so we'll see. So it's just a steep trudge up Rannerdale Knotts now. We'll see you in a bit. Look at that for a view. We've only just set off. There's Red Pike here, High Style, I think, High Crag over there, Haystacks, Fleetwith Pike, lovely. So a bit further up now, only a bit, you can see the Newlands Pass, I think it is there, Hard Crags, and we're going up here, Rannerdale Knotts. And I think the bluebells are on the other side of this ridge line here, and that's Whiteless Pike up there, which I don't think we're going up, are we, dear? No, the face says we're not going up there, so I think we'll stick with Rannerdale Knotts. The plan might be to get on top at Knotts and then drop down over to the side, maybe. If it looks like it's worth it, then walk back around the bottom. But we'll have to see. Right, this is the main path up, but we're going to detour over onto these crags here and have some dinner. Yeah, looks like there's some bluebells down here and a little more at the bottom. I must say, it's not as many as I thought. I was expecting this whole valley to be carpeted with them, but it's not, as you can see. And up here is the summit of Rannerdale Knotts, where we're heading to. In fact, no, it's not, I bet it's the other. No, it'll be the one on the end. Well, we'll see when we get there. So right, we're going to have some dinner. In fact, I think we'll sit on this spot here and have some lunch. See you in a bit. So here we are for lunch, and I have got Wensleydale and carrot chutney from M&S. What have you got, Ruth?
Roast chicken and bacon.
Roast chicken and bacon. You can see who's the one that's adventurous with food, can't you? Right, we'll get this happen and then we'll see you in a bit. Right, quick update before we set off. Wensleydale and carrot chutney. Yeah, it's alright, I suppose. It did help that we had another A400 over while I was eating that, so I had to dash over there and fail to get a video of it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, off to Rannerdale Knotts summit now. See you in a bit. Right, it's a bit further on. Buttermere Lake down there, Buttermere Village down here. Our hotel's there where we're staying. Buttermere Court Hotel. Very busy up here today. Not so much on the fells, but down in the village it's rammed. Every all car parking's full. Anyway, there's Crummock Water. And I think that knobble there may be the summit, but I'm not sure. We'll find out in a bit. Ruth's waiting patiently for me to make my videos. Well, looks like this actually is the summit. Everybody else is gathering up there. So I'll see you in a minute. We've just had another A400 over, which I may or may not I've just shown you on the video that they're coming down this valley here, round the knot, then heading off up the valley. I think it might be the same guy doing circuits. Well, that little craggy bit wasn't the summit. That is, where those people are. Rannerdale Knotts summit. And I think that is 355 metres. Has Ruth arrived at the summit? Did she touch the tree? I don't think she did.
Yes, I did.
She claimed she did, but I didn't see it. It's close to the bottom, but it'll do.
Yeah.
And actually, if the A400's doing circuits, we should catch it from here. Right, we're heading down the steep side now. Just had 4 F-35s over. I think they were F-35s, they might have been F-15s. I couldn't be sure because I was watching them through camera lens. I think they were F-35s. So we're now making our way back down to the car park at the bottom somewhere. And then we're going to walk back up the secret valley, which isn't very secret. Check out the Bluebells and then back over the shoulder of Rannerdale Knott further up. I'll see you a bit further down. Part way down the crags now. Just another 4 F-35s over. Very busy flying schedule today up here. Right, pretty much down at the bottom now. So we're going to turn right at the car park and then make our way into the valley, the secret valley that's signposted at the bottom. Oh, just come through the car park. This is the start of it. Secret valley. Woo. Looks like there's bluebells up on the fell there just ahead. I'm beginning to think this is probably going to be a bit underwhelming. Still, we'll see. Right, we're heading back up Secret Valley now, and I must say it is very nice. The bluebells are a bit disappointing really, and people that know the bluebells have said the same as well, so looks like we've been unlucky really. So might try Pfizer this weekend. Right, pretty much back at the top of the col now. I say back, we've not been here before. Pretty much at the top of the col. This path here goes up to Whiteless Pike, which we're not going up today. So it's just a case of when we get to this rise here, we'll be turning right and heading down into Buttermere. Now, cracking view behind down to Crummock Water. So we've come up this path here, you can't really see it on this camera, but you can see the path with your eyes wobbling its way up here. You can see the path over the tops of Rannerdale Knotts. Rannerdale Knotts on the end. So here we are at the top of the col. Piece of cake. It's got a descent back into Buttermere down, which is down here. So there's a helicopter knocking about over there. This is Great Gable, I think, over there. Haystacks. Seat, you just seen there, high crag, high style, red pike. Well, we've just come down a slightly different path to the one we went up on. Looks a bit more interesting this way, a bit steeper. The way up was steep. So I think this tees onto the path that comes down this valley here. So then, if I'm right, we'll probably end up going through them woods over there. If I'm wrong, we might have to go back uphill. We'll keep that to ourselves for now. So, nearly down now. It has actually been a grand walk round, even though the bluebells are a bit disappointing. So we're just making our way steeply back down to the village, Buttermere village. So we walked up Rannerdale Knotts, down the other side to the car park, back up Secret Valley to the top, and now we're heading back down to Buttermere village. I may put the GPX in the description, and I may not, but it's an easy path to follow around if you fancy it. So thanks for watching, if you did, and if you've enjoyed it, if you consider giving us a like and a subscribe, that'd be grand. Thanks very much to all those that have already subscribed, much appreciated. And I'll see you out on the next one. Ta-ra!